trust our freight to the heart of the cars. No matter what, let the game begin. No matter what, we're the best man win. No matter what, we're in this together. No matter what, we'll be friends forever. No matter what.
What is going on, YouTube? Stink to the Dragon Champion back at it with the Red Dragon ARCHFIEND deck profile. 60 card resonator pile up. One thing I like about this deck is the just the gas in it, and then also you got a double board wipe on the version I run with the Red Supernova Dragon, and then also the Earthbound Immortal Red Nova. Which brings out the Kraken. You release the Kraken. It's another board wipe, which you can use consistently when you play Crimson Gaia, dump the Earthbound Immortal to the grave, and then it's also a quick effect, so you can activate on your opponent's turn. It just adds way more to the combo. It's a brand new card. People make fun of this deck and they call them Brickinators and stuff like that, but it's a really fun deck. A lot of good cards in it, but without further ado, we'll get started. But make sure before we do the deck profile, like, subscribe, but thank y'all for watching. So without further ado, you're gonna run 3 copies of Soul Resonator, the best starter in the deck, probably the best card in the deck. You're gonna run 3 Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper, also a very good card. You're gonna run double Vision Resonator, 1 copy of Crimson Resonator, 1 copy of Synchron Resonator, and then of course you can't go wrong with the triple copy of the Bone ARCHFIEND, Bone the Boy ARCHFIEND, and then 1 copy of Obsessive Overloop. And then, of course, you're going to want the boy, Earthbound Immortal, Red Nova, like I talked about. Brand new card that came out recently, very good. And you want to run 3 copies of Resonator Call, Main Searcher, very good card. And then, of course, you're going to want to run 3 copies of Crimson Gaia. Shout out to Gaia. Even in a Red Dragon ARCHFIEND deck profile, you got to shout the boy out. And then, of course, you want to run one copy of Red Zone. And this ain't the NFL when you're in the 20-yard line and you're about to score. This is Red Zone, Red Dragon ARCHFIEND. And that sums it up for the Resonator package. And then next, you want to run a Centurion package. So it kind of adds to that those breaking problems that, like I said. So you want to run 1 copy of Centurion Primera, 1 copy of Centurion Trudea, and then 1 copy of Centurion Gargoyle. And then you want to run 3 copies of Stand Up Centurion, 3 copies of Emblema's Oath, 1 Wake Up Centurion, and then 1 Centurion Phalanx, which I think those are the best ratios for those cards. So, and then since you're running Darks, and then also, I mean, it's very good in the meta. You want to run a Bestial package of Bestial Magma Nut, Bestial Druissa Worm, and then 1 copy of Bestial Baldrake. Shout out to my brother for giving me the Baldrake, and then most of the Centurion cards. And then you want to run 1 Terraforming for the Stand Up Centurion to add to it. Centurion, I mean, it just can't go wrong with it. 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, best card in the game. And then you're gonna go crazy with the hand traps in this deck. So you're gonna run 3 copies of Macharmy Fualos, 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Imperm, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout, triple Droll, triple Nibiru, the Primal Being, double Ghost Ogre. I like Ghost Ogre in the meta, especially with blue eyes. Just pop that True Light, and then you're gonna run 2 Effect Veiler. So you could also use those like the Yugiohs to target your hand traps when they're in the grave, because honestly they're kind of dead when they're in the graveyard, like when Effect Veiler's in the grave, Nibiru in the grave, and you just target them or your opponent's cards, obviously, when they're mid combo. And then for the extra deck, you're going to run 1 Red Supernova Dragon, 1 Red Dragon Archfiend RDA, the boy. Double Red Rising Dragon, one of the best cards in the deck. 1 Scarred Red Dragon Archfiend, or Scarred Dragon Archfiend. 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and then 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. No, this ain't Batman. But 1 Crimson Dragon, 1 Cosmic Blazar Dragon, 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Bishop Dissipator. Very good in this deck, being able to special summon from the banishment zone. And then you want to run 1 Centurion Primera Primus, 1 Centurion Auxilla, Pass Me the Aux, 1 Centurion Legacia, and then for the final card, you want to release the Kraken with Earthbound Immortal, Earthbound Servant Yugioh Kraken. That's your second board wipe in that combo, like I was talking about. Very good card, all around deck. 60 card, that's something I'm known for, so you can't go wrong with it. But that's all for the deck profile today. In the comments down below, tell me what deck profile y'all would want to see next so I can fulfill that. And then in the description below, you'll see a link to Discord. Join the Discord so we can start doing tournaments up in the Discord. We'll be hosting those on Master Duel and maybe Duel Nexus or Dueling Book. But other than that, thank y'all again for watching the video and stay tuned for more content. Peace.